what's up, team? Welcome back. This is episode 3 of Yarns with Beef and Matt. I'm Beef.
I'm Matt. And today we got New Zealand CrossFitter Dani Ford.
Morning.
How you going, mate? How was the, first of all, how was the drive down?
It was long. Maybe an hour and a half longer than it needed to be.
So we were supposed to record this 2 hours ago, but I won't say my address, but I do not live in Paidua, and that's where Dani ended up. So we finally got there though. But how are you anyway? How's you?
Yeah, I'm good. Anyone that knows me will know that's very typical.
Yeah. That was good. Well, thanks for detouring and making this happen. We were scrambling for another guest, but
Yeah, no, thank you for coming.
Yeah.
in. Really appreciate it.
Sweet
Even though
as.
it took you 3.5 hours to get here.
So we normally start these things off. Obviously, you're a CrossFitter, went to Torian. We will get into that stuff. But before CrossFit, what did the young Dani Ford look like? Where'd you grow up? What got you to CrossFit?
I grew up in Whangaparoa, which is just north of Auckland, and started with your classic Kiwi sports, I guess, netball and rugby, and sort of did representative in both of them. And then as I got a little bit older, started moving more into water sports. So
Okay, yep.
yeah, surf lifesaving, surf boats, and kite surfing as well. So
Far out.
yeah.
Oh, nice.
Impressive resume.
Yeah, that's up there. So how did that lead you into the world of CrossFit? When did you start that off?
I was actually thinking about that on the way down here. I keep saying I've been doing it for like 4 years, but I think it's been 6 now. So
Well, 2018 is on your CrossFit bio on the HQ page.
yeah, so is that 6?
Well,
5?
23 now.
5.
Yeah.
5, yeah. So I'd been doing, maybe it is 5 years then, because I've been doing CrossFit for about 2 months before I did the first open. So
If you go look at her scores, they were impressive then. So you've obviously always been pretty good at CrossFit. So
yeah, I fell in love with it. It took about one class and I was like, I love this. It was snatches on the first day.
Yeah.
And I came in and I snatched 50 kgs in my first class and my coach was like, what the fuck? And I was like, is that good?
There are so many CrossFitters out there just swearing at the screen right now. That is awesome. So you did you do any weight training before CrossFit? Anything like that?
No, I was more into running and cycling. One of my good friends got me into running. We did surf boats together and then we got into a bit of running, ran a marathon in Hawaii together. Almost killed me. And then it was so hot.
Yeah.
And then, I watched a bit of CrossFit on TV as you do and was like, that looks fucking cool. I really want to be, I reckon I could do that. And then, we did an intro class or the intro 2 weeks. When back in the day when you used to have to do
on-ramps and stuff.
on-ramps, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I actually didn't start CrossFit then. I waited another 6 months or something, and then went into a random class, and then
Yeah.
the rest is history.
It's
Snatch
funny
50.
you say that about the on-ramp stuff because now you get people turning up just never done CrossFit before. Say, can you teach them how to muscle up straight away? It's definitely the landscape's changed. So beginners out there, stop asking me how to do a muscle up, please.
Yeah. Well, it used to be, I thought it was illegal to start CrossFit without doing sort of at least 3 sessions
Yeah,
and
100%.
going through a full on-ramp thing. And now people just walk into a class and sign on up. So it's, definitely moving forward.
Yeah, it's definitely different.
Yeah.
All right, man.
I just wanted to know, what's a day in the life for you? Obviously, we sort of know you're a firefighter as well. What's a day in the life for Dani?
Mate, no idea.
Drive to Paidua.
Getting lost.
My day changes every single day pretty much. I do 2 days, 2 nights, and then I have 4 days off. There's a lot of overtimes that you can take between that, so I could pretty much work every day if I wanted to. But generally, a day will include a puppy walk, some kind of work, whether it's coaching or at the station, and then training.
Yeah.
Those are staples. And outside of that, take the boat out, go fishing, hang out with my friends.
Oh, good.
Chilling, yeah.
So it's not really a schedule in place for you, sort of just day by day?
Yeah, there's no schedule. Because we do 4 on, 4 off, you don't have a Monday to Friday, or you're doing an 8-day week, so your week looks different all the time.
Yeah.
I got no idea what I'm doing.
Just making it up.
Yeah.
Before Torian, was it more structured then as far as your training went?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely more structured leading into Torian. If I was working a day shift, I was in the gym before going to work. We're lucky we get to train at work.
Yeah.
We got gyms on station. They're not CrossFit gyms by any means, but you've got enough there to
keep moving.
to do a lot actually. And then finish work, coach, and then train again. Or
Oh, that's cool. Talking on Torian, so this year quarterfinals happened. Did well, 18th.
Yep.
Yeah, cool. Acting like I didn't just look that up before this.
Quick research.
Yeah. But you got injured during the quarterfinals or after quarterfinals, was it? Talk us through that.
Yeah, just after quarterfinals. Quarterfinals itself was a fucking roller coaster and a half. I took my shoes off in the handstand push-up one. My judge, look, it's not his fault. I should know the rules. But he was like, take your shoes off. I was like, am I allowed? He's like, looking through the thing. He's like, yeah, it doesn't say. And I was like, fucking A. And took them off. And then, went from like 50th in that workout to like 200th or something stupid, and thought my season was over. I was devastated. I didn't realize how much I cared until that moment. And you're like, I was like crying.
Oh, yeah.
But and then after quarterfinals, like the week of, injured my back, and then just had to navigate training as hard as I could while staying as healthy as I could leading into Torian.
Yeah. You injured your back.
How did that happen?
I think it was at work. We were just doing some search and rescue stuff. And then I was putting some gear away in one of the lockers and my back felt a bit tight. Then the next morning, went into train. I was like, man, my back's pretty sore. Didn't do a lot. Belted up to do some wall balls, and I was like, oof. I don't know how well this is going to go for me.
I can't say I've ever thought about putting a belt on for wall balls. But.
And then did that really annoying thing where you're like, I'll just stop doing X, Y, Z for a week. Stop that, and then did it. And then just started talking with my physio, and we just kept taking things out and taking more things out because it wasn't getting better. And then I think we were just down to running and gymnastics.
Shit.
That's it.
Like no weight.
Nothing.
All right.
Not even dumbbells. Yeah.
When you, the week before Torian, was it still like an issue, or did you think going to Torian, I might be all right?
Well, the workouts came out and I was pumped.
Yeah. A lot of running, so that was good.
Yeah, there was a lot of running, and the only one that I was worried about was Linda with the deadlifts.
Yeah.
So the rest of them, I was like, you're so lucky with what's come out given your injury, because you've been working really hard on your gymnastics, and there was a lot of gymnastics, and the only one that was heavy really was Linda, and I came dead last in that one, so.
we didn't notice. No, it's fine. So going into Torian, you ended up 11th place.
Yes.
Did that surprise you?
Yeah.
Yep.
It did. I was stoked. Pissed off, but stoked.
Yeah. Well, you made a joke. So last year you came 12th. This year 11th. So in 10 years' time, are you coming first? Is that?
Yeah. Well, my first year I came 13th. So 13th, 12th, 11th. That's fucking.
Oh no shit!
I missed that one.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Slow climb.
10 years, guys. Dani, she's winning it.
It's taking out Torian.
Yeah.
On Torian, I did notice all the Nex hoodies going around. Thought they looked pretty cool, but I didn't realize that's actually your latest sponsor, Nex Lytica.
Yeah.
What's the gears like, and how do you sort of go about getting sponsored? Do they approach you? Are you approaching them, or?
With Nex, they approached me. Pretty much, it's been a kind of annual thing. Every year you qualify for Torian, and a whole bunch of people will reach out to you and see what's going on. And the guys from Nex were really, I don't know, they were just really nice. They sent a whole bunch of gear, and I'm super stoked. Their gear is pretty wicked, and the people that are behind it are awesome. You know, they brought me some TYRs after Torian and were like, well done. And
yeah, cool.
You know, they're sending me to Down Under, and they're going to support me the whole way through that. And I think it's really important for athletes and sponsors, but to build really good relationships that I guess benefit both and are actually supportive. A lot of companies are happy to throw you a bit of gear but not support you in other parts of, I guess, your journey.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Get a good team
nice.
behind you. Eh?
Yeah. So, very happy.
Oh, that's cool, man. All right. Back to the injury. How are we now? Post-Torian.
I took 3 weeks off. What are
Yep.
we, 4 weeks post-Torian now?
Yeah. Something like that. Yeah.
I took 3 weeks off fully. I went for maybe 2 or 3 runs just to see if my back would get better. And then went to start training last week. First day in the gym, woke up the next morning and couldn't put my shoes on.
Yeah. So is it affecting your work as well?
Yes. Yeah, it is affecting my work.
Yeah.
I can I can get around it and I can move through things. It's more like the next day that it's not ideal. But it's kind of part of being an athlete. So hopefully I'll sort it out in the next little bit. And
Yeah, hopefully. How old are you now?
27.
27. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh,
Heaps of time.
at least 3 years.
Nearly an old girl.
Don't worry. How old are you?
31 and it's still young. Okay, babe? Oh, how good. How good.
On coming off a Torian, tell me what... I actually cracked up at Vikey's story and how he ran into Emily DeRoy. Incredible athlete, by the way. But how he ran into her at Macca's straight after Torian. Tell me, coming out of Torian, are you smashing a massive cheat meal or are you keeping it clean?
Yeah, I'm having cake for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
How good.
Probably more the beers, though, to be fair.
Yeah. Definitely have to celebrate. But it sort of segues into my other question. I sort of seeing Dani Spiegel's spiel around girls who eat. I see she's got quite a strong stance and it's a positive message as far as I can gather. But sort of how do you feel about young girls growing up, not necessarily in the sport, but just young girls growing up and how it's starting to become trendy, starting to become cool to just actually eat and fuel your body and feel good and be strong? Like, how do you feel around that?
Oh, yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Fuck the thigh gap.
Yeah.
All the above.
Well, because you would have grown up with the complete opposite. You know, look skinny.
Yeah. Being skinny was always cool. Hence, everyone was always running and a bit scared to get big. Yeah, I don't really know. Madeline Schelling actually put up a cool thing the other day and said that CrossFit's the best thing that's happened for her body image, and I agree wholeheartedly. As soon as I started CrossFit, what I looked like went out the window, and you know, it's nice to get toned and to get fit, but there's a season. I guess knowing as well that your body goes through seasons. I call this the fluffy season.
Right. Okay. Put on some weight.
Yeah, put on some weight, get a bit fluffy. And I enjoy, it's like, it's nice to feel comfortable moving through because you obviously get pretty fit leading into something like Torian because the amount of effort that you're putting in to go out there and, just have fun and really put on a show. So it's nice to be able to know as well that I'm comfortable being on the bigger side afterwards and enjoying that part of the year. And hopefully other people feel the same way as well and know that that's a thing for athletes as well as your everyday Joe.
Why not? Eh?
Yeah.
So why do you think, I asked Bailey this last week, he's obviously a male, he was a teenage athlete, but you weren't that young when you started CrossFit.
No.
Like that young anyway. Why do you think now, if it's not a body image thing, why do you think now young teenagers are getting so like emotionally, like Hayley Adams, Mel O'Brien, they're obviously the poster girls for it, but I work with a lot of teenage athletes, especially females. And I've had them, do CrossFit for 3 years and then go through a midlife crisis at 16, If it's not a body image thing, what do you think is attributing to it?
I think a lot of people in any sport after 2 or 3 years, if you're putting everything into it, are going to go through some kind of what the fuck am I doing? And when you're younger, there's so much of life that's new. You know, like you're
Yeah,
just
for sure. Yeah,
you're
yeah.
just you're either, you know, you're deciding if you're going to go to university, you're going to get a trade, or there's just so much going on that it's easy to feel like there's a lot of pressure on you, especially if you're kind of good at something.
Yeah.
You'll see it in any sport though. You look at gymnastics. You look at
That's actually quite true. Yeah.
any sport that if you apply yourself fully to for 2 or 3 years, a lot of people are going to need a break. So I don't think it's new. I think it's just something that we're seeing that's new because CrossFit's new and people are coming from being a bit younger.
Yeah.
But it's in every sport.
Yeah.
If you look. Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do want to address that sort of subject with a lot of people, because for us, like, we see you doing CrossFit, doing incredible at CrossFit. We never really consider your life outside of CrossFit. And yeah, we got a hint of that with Bailey last week. So
Yeah. You don't really think about it. Yeah, you just sort of see you on TV, and I mean, yeah.
Yeah. At any age. Like last year was wild. Last year was wildlife for me, and I'm like
Yeah, we had a lot on your plate.
do you want to unpack it? Oh, you want to unpack that?
And I suppose maybe when you get a bit older, you deal with things differently as well. You've got a little bit more life skills to handle
100%.
things. Yeah,
100%. Like from my view, I know social media just is the worst for that, because teenagers live their life on a cell phone. It's just the way it is. And their brains haven't completely matured. Sorry to put down any teenagers at my gym. So they're still trying to learn how to navigate life, and with all the added pressures of all that, it definitely can't be good. But
yeah. Well, we were talking about it at the league field the other day. There's a whole bunch of kids that, they're really good at league, so they move over to their parents move them over to Australia, and they put all this pressure on the kids to become league players, and they're 16 years old, and it's the dream at 16, and then you get to 18, and you're like, man, I'm missing out on so much life, and I think that's probably what we're starting to see in CrossFit now too. So yeah.
No, yeah, you're right there, because I got a couple mates, same thing, real good at league, went over to Aussie, Gold Coast, wherever, and made the under 20s or whatever, and they're like really giving it a good go, and you hear the parents back home like, oh yeah, a couple more years, my boy will be in the NRL. It's like, and that's cool to be supportive from a parent's point of view, but from the kid's point of view, that's a lot of pressure.
Yeah. It is a little bit, and it's no one's doing anything wrong. There's absolutely nothing wrong with, giving your kid every opportunity, and that's what they want at that, everyone wants that, and some people will absolutely thrive under that, and other people will get to 18, 19, 20 or whatever age it is and be like, shit.
Still haven't made it. What's going on?
Yeah, or maybe I want to buy a house, or there's a lot of other things that go on through that time.
All right, should we lighten the mood a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you're a firefighter, full-time firefighter?
Yes.
Yep. Cool. Were you volunteer before that?
No.
Straight into it?
Straight into it.
How good. What made you want to do that? You obviously do surf lifesaving, you were saying, so.
Yeah. My dad's a firefighter. Dad was a firefighter. He's a trainer now. Was for 25, 30 years. Yeah. Mum's a nurse. Everyone was in the army. Yeah.
So first responder was just in the genes.
I suppose it was. Yeah, I kind of tried to avoid it for a very long time. I actually went to university to try and become a paramedic because I was like, I'll go something in the middle, Yeah. And I quite like the medical side of my job now. Don't know anything really, but the bits that we do is very cool. But university wasn't for me, so.
Right, fair enough.
Yeah.
I think firefighters are like the most underappreciated, like so much. And would you, like, have you had any emotionally tolling sort of things that you've had to go out to? Like, because they cut people out of cars and like stuff like that.
It's very different when you're at work, is I guess all I'll say on that one. Like, everything I go to, because I'm so new, I'm 1 year in, and everything I go to is so new. You go to something, you get back in the truck, and you're kind of like, that was cool. And they're like, what the fuck? And you're like, well, it's like a little test, right? And you pass or you fail each time. And nothing crazy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's good, I suppose. 'Cause
We got a lot of so we got a volunteer fire service here in TA, and we get like half the station come to the gym.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you said, they're so underappreciated for the work they do. Like we've got police officers as well that come to the gym as well, and even they're like, they hope when they go to a car crash that the fire is already there because they just can't do anything except direct traffic
Yeah.
type thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's an unreal job. It's very, very cool.
Yeah.
We get to do a lot of very, very awesome stuff. Yeah.
No, that's cool.
I guess I heard this on another pod and I thought it was a brilliant question. So what would like the best piece of advice you've ever received be?
Advice.
Can be CrossFit related, life related, whatever.
Put your belt on when you're doing wall balls? Or?
When you're on maps, make sure you go on the right button. Oh, I just clicked it before I went to your house. That made me laugh, man.
Can you give me some advice? Like, just what's something you've received, and then I'll.
Oh.
I don't really know. I'm like, all I've got is quotes rolling through my head right now.
Just roll a quote. Ask no questions, hear no lies. That's some advice I got given once.
Okay, you got me.
Yeah, all right, we'll come back to that. You can think on that. So I touched on it before. So you've obviously gone 13th, 12th, 11th.
Yeah.
On a serious note, your future in CrossFit is going all the way to the games. Something you think about?
Yeah, I think
Yep.
everyone that goes to a semi-final event has the games in mind. I would like to give it a very good crack this year.
Yeah.
Coming, pending my back.
Do you think if you didn't injure your back, like this year, you could have had a much better go at it?
It's hard to say.
Yeah.
It's hard to say. This year I should have gone team.
Okay.
Is my my thoughts on that. I went away to fire college and then I changed my whole life basically. So I should have gone team because I think it would have been a more fun year for me in team. I think it would have been.
Which team
really
would that have been
cool.
on?
I don't know.
One of them?
Just yeah.
Anyone out there is looking for a female?
Anyone wants someone on the team? No, I
Dan's
got asked to go on a few teams and
Yeah.
said no, and then wasn't even sure if I wanted to go to Torian or do CrossFit this season, just because new job, new gym,
life and stuff.
yeah, new living in a new place and all that. So I wasn't too sure. This year I've got I've got an awesome coach finally.
Shout them out. Who we got?
Toby, thanks mate.
Shot Tobes.
Shot Tobes.
No pressure,
Yeah.
but we're going to the games this time. All right.
Yeah, well, I had an awesome coach prior to that, but I haven't had a coach for the last 2 years. So
Yeah.
it's kind of nice to have someone that's actually looking out for me and
Yeah.
wants me to do well. So
Yeah.
I got an awesome coach, I got an awesome gym. You know, I'm feeling a lot more settled in my job and stuff, and so that'll be really cool. And I've got a friend, Jen. Hi, Jen. She's a masters athlete and she finished 20th in the semi-finals for the masters division, and she wants to give it a good crack. And she can go to the games, and I would love to go with her.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know
100%.
that she's.
And it's good to have like a training partner with the same goal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, she's one of my best mates. So to do that together would be awesome. Like going to Torian this year together was pretty unreal for me. It made it the best year yet. So to I guess spend the next year working to go to try and qualify for the games would be really cool.
Bailey said last week, that you just have to be so selfish if that's your goal. So having a coach is definitely going to help with that.
Yeah,
They can just handle all the bullshit and you can just train,
yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah,
which is cool.
yeah. No, it will be cool. It'll be really cool. I have a really good knack for putting a whole bunch of shit on my plate that I don't really need to do. So it'll be be nice to have a whole bunch of hopefully free time over the next or in about a month's time. So yeah.
Cool. You said you were moving.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Where are we going?
Makatu.
True.
Do you know where Makatu is?
Yeah. Past me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the way out to Whakatane.
Yeah. Ended up there randomly on a bike ride about 4 months ago, and then sat down and had a coffee, liked it, trade me to some places, found a house.
That easy.
Finished it.
Yeah.
Kept going on my bike ride, came back later that afternoon, looked at it, and then now I'm moving to Makatu. So
Many CrossFit gyms in Makatu, or?
no, but I've got a bit of kit, so I'll set up a gym, and I'll probably be training on Papamoa.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
I'll see you there.
Yeah.
We can do weekly Dani Ford podcast.
Where did you end up this week, Dani?
Oh, true. How good. The end of the day.
Yeah. I'll be still in Auckland half time for the next, I guess, 2 years while I do things with work and fluff about. But Makatu is the end goal.
How good.
All right. So when did you make that decision? Because it seems to have moved pretty quickly.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. So it's a common theme. It just kind of all worked out. Yeah. Didn't really think about it too much. Just was like, I really like it here.
So you're moving. When is that again? Did we go over that yet?
I'm going to the Chatham Islands next week for a week. I'm going to go fishing, diving, maybe do a bit of hunting maybe, and then come back and then possibly that following week.
Cool.
Yeah, so roughly
Sick.
2 weeks.
Yeah. Sick.
Do you need some content? Be keen on the truth. No, cool.
All right. So competitions this year,
Mm-hmm.
NZ Champs, NZ Nats. What was the one you said? What was the Aussie one?
Down under.
Down Under.
Down under.
Yeah.
All of them? None of them?
I'm probably going to do Down Under,
Mm-hmm.
and that will be me
Okay.
for this year.
No NZ Nats.
I've got a
Could have
lot
gone for the title.
I don't want it if Marnie's not here.
Oh,
Fair enough. Marnie will be back for it, surely.
I don't want it if she's not here.
okay. We'll sort money out. We'll ask that.
Yeah.
No, I really need to sort out my back, and I'm not gonna commit to anything.
Yeah.
Not committing to anything until I know what's going on.
Yeah.
Then I
That's
can
fair.
sort that out. I want a good season next season, and I want to go in good.
Especially NZ Nats, he could throw anything at you.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
20 kg plate while swimming.
Yeah.
That was a
I
good
love
one.
Nats.
Okay.
I love Nats.
Nats is good. It's just there's always something that every year you're just like, man, that was hard.
I actually wasn't going to do Nats this last year.
Oh, okay.
I decided the week of.
Yeah.
Ben Jensen sent me a screenshot of the email saying that we were going off site and no one knew we were going, and I was like,
Oh yeah.
I want to do that.
How did you find that? Izzy, that firefighter I was talking about, she was there.
Yeah.
She said the waves were quite scary. How did you find that swim?
It was epic.
It would be a bit of you. Life saving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the lifeguards there, I used to row with her, and so she came over and gave me a
Yeah.
hug. She's like, "You're gonna love this." I was like, "This is sick."
Oh, sick.
And so, nah.
Swimming and running you all over it.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Right up the alley. Yeah.
Carry a heavy jerry can up the hill. I was like, "This is sick."
Yeah.
Yeah. I was actually stoked when I saw the jerry can because I knew that it meant basically where you were was your position.
So you're
Oh,
like
right.
smash the swim and then just.
Well, we didn't know the jerry can was there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We came back from the run down the beach, and then there were just a whole bunch of jerry cans, and I was like, "Thank fuck, I don't have to run up this hill."
Yeah. That's good, man. Down Under. When's Down Under?
First weekend of December. I actually think it's the same weekend of New Zealand Nationals.
Yeah, it's usually around the same time.
Is
Yeah.
it?
Usually.
Oh, we're not doing this again. Sorry.
Yeah. We're not. Yeah, it's usually the first weekend of December. So, yeah. That's
Yeah.
cool. On the team, individual?
Individual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sick. All right.
Good.
Over to you.
Very good. Well, you might have already answered this with lead ups for the next season, but if you were to go 5 years ahead, looking back on the last 5 years, what's something you'd be most proud of, or what would you like to be most proud of?
Over the last 5 years.
In 5 years, looking back on the last 5 years.
What?
What's something you want to achieve in the next 5 years?
Okay, I'll start with these questions.
Out there, I think a better way to ask that.
Okay, what's something?
Sorry.
What?
I told you. Very different dynamic here. What's
good.
something you want to achieve in the next 5 years?
I'd like to go to the CrossFit Games, whether it's as an individual or on a team.
Yep.
I think that's very achievable.
Makatu CrossFit team.
Makatu CrossFit.
Incoming.
Sponsored by Pies.
No.
Surely.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, definite. That's that. That's on the cards.
Yep.
Are we just talking CrossFit?
Oh, whatever, man.
Anything.
Floor's yours.
Like, do you have any personal projects outside of CrossFit that you're working on at the moment?
Nah, just my new house in Makatu, sell my place up in Auckland. Yeah, and then just have hopefully a whole bunch of freedom to train a lot.
Yep.
Yeah, keep progressing in my career. Love my job.
Hit the beach with the pups.
Hit the beach with the pups. Yeah, I do have dreams of like me on a little quad bike with my puppy sitting on the front,
Yeah.
you know, hitting the
You
beach.
call them puppies, but they are big units. I've seen these dogs. I was hoping you're going to bring them with you, actually. They look really cool.
Yeah, I should have brought them.
Yeah.
I've only got one at the moment. I got Wolfie. So Dean's just moved over to Aussie. So, and
Oh, shit.
yeah, and Wolfie's going over. He's got a flight in 2 weeks.
Oh, so,
So I'm just spending a bit of quality time with him before he heads overseas. So
Yeah, fair.
nice.
yeah,
That's
which will be
cool.
cute.
What's Dean up to in Aussie?
He started Cluster Gold Coast over there like a
Nice.
good year and a bit ago. And he's wanted to move over for ages. So he's going to move over and run that one and then hopefully start selling the fitness equipment and stuff over there too.
Workers.
So yeah, it'll be sick. It'll be good for him. Good for him.
Who's carrying on with Cluster over here?
So he has got Cam Urgent, who's a New Zealand weightlifter, and another Cam. I can't remember his last name.
Cool. No worries.
And they've taken over the North Gym. So yeah, which would be wicked.
So that's where you were training.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
And where are you now currently?
I'm now out of Ground Project, which is owned by Toby. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, the infamous Toby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys know Toby?
Coach Tobes.
Coach Tobes.
Coach Stoves.
We'll get him on.
Dude, he's got some fucking good yarns.
Yeah. Cool, man.
Ask him about daylight savings.
Oh, God.
All right. Hopefully he's listening. He knows what that means.
Yeah. Toby will tee that up. We'll be in touch.
All right. You got anything to end on?
No, that's pretty much me, mate.
Cool.
Please do better than Bailey at this. Anybody you'd like, anything you'd like to plug, just quickly.
Anything I'd like to plug?
Sponsorships and that. He just said follow me on Instagram. And I don't know.
Follow me on Instagram.
You can just say that if you want, but if there's anything you want to end on.
No, I mean, we've already talked about Next Leader Care. They're pretty wicked. And then, Auto Supplements. They're wicked. They're a New Zealand brand. They're new plant-based protein. And every bag that they sell, they donate money to Gumboot Friday, which I think is
nice.
a pretty wicked initiative. So
Yeah.
if you're going to spend your money here in New Zealand and you're into plant-based protein, you should spend it with someone that's going to give back to our community too.
That is wicked, yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's so good.
Are you plant-based?
I'm not plant-based,
No.
but I can't have whey protein because it makes me look like a 12-year-old boy. My skin just turns to trash.
Whatever the fuck that means.
Yeah, hang on.
But right,
Hang on.
No,
that's cool, Danny. That's cool, man.
Yeah, we'll end it on that.
All right. At least it didn't get awkward. We're good. We are doing a bit of a tradition. It's only the second guest we've had, but I did tell you before. But we do want you guys coming on here to write us a workout to do. Just touching on Bailey's one, we just did that one today.
Punished us.
I don't want to swear too much, but that was fucking terrible. So thanks for that, Bailey. But
Legend.
yeah, did you have anything?
Yeah, I got to work out.
All right, let's go.
It's gonna be way nicer because I don't like thrusters. But
Sweet hands.
you guys are gonna do 5 rounds.
Okay, I'm going to write this down.
Yeah, write it down.
We've
We're recording. I didn't write this down. 5 rounds, yeah.
5 rounds, 400 meter run,
Mm-hmm.
30 toes to bar, 400 meter run, 20 pull-ups, 400 meter run, 10 bar muscle-ups.
That's 5 rounds of that.
Yeah.
You said you were gonna be nice. Do you know
That's nice.
how much fucking running is that?
That is
So it's 3 400s.
6K.
That's like one of the only workouts that I could do right now. So
No, that's cool.
that's cool.
We need to stop this fucking tradition. that does sound cool
Yeah.
for like 3 rounds. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that'll be hard. Time cap. We didn't ask for one last time. Have you done that one yourself?
No, I'll do that tonight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let us know your time so we can put it up.
Yeah.
Is there
yeah.
a time cap on that?
Yeah, 40 min.
40 minutes. Okay.
That'll be easy.
Oh, shut up, Danny.
Do you guys do an enduro day at your gym?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, that's a good enduro day one,
Yeah.
maybe. Yeah.
So we put Bailey's one as a class workout today. So we'll do that one for a bit of a Friday jam. Our enduro ones are partners though, normally. So
oh, yeah, you could do
it'll be good as a
part
partner workout. Yeah.
It'll be fun.
Might just make it 10 rounds.
Yeah, just
Says the guy
won't
standing
be.
there not doing it.
still a 40-minute cap though.
I'll be coaching. My hands are tired. Hey, thank you so much for coming down.
Yeah, big time.
In person as well. We're really trying to get in person one, so
Hey, thanks for having me.
no worries.
Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah.
It just was an
Cool.
hour late, but it's fine. We got there. Cool.
I'm late for everything but the gym.
All right. That's
Yeah.
the main thing. Sweet as. So, yeah, we'll wrap it up there. Danny, thanks for coming on. CrossFit Games next year. It's happening. Manifest it.
Fingers crossed. Yeah, let's
Yeah.
go.
Manifest.
Let's sort that back
Fucking
out.
go.
Manifest the shit out of that.
Alrighty,
Awesome. Thanks, Danny.
easy.
See you.